is being done should be more inclusive, more consultative than what's going on so far. Thank you.
Any questions, or do you have, we can maybe have an addition, Professor?
I think we have covered everything.
We've covered everything. Maybe we can get another word also. Space here. It's good to say the name. And
I'm Felipe Saja, the Secretary General of Chama cha Uzalendo. I concur with my colleagues as leaders of other political parties. We supported Azimio political parties as equal partners, and we request that the Azimio team should work as a group, not as a situation whereby we have a small. What we want is that going forward from today, that there should be consensus in terms of any issues that are raised and decisions taken. There must be a real partnership whereby the partners within Azimio are recognized in every decision that are taken. And as our partners have said, it's very clear that we have options, and if we are not listened to, we'll be forced to take that option that we'll agree as a team. This is the fourth-legged team table, and we are just calling on our friends that they should listen to us, and we only have 48 hours to agree on a position. If that position is not taken, then we will make a decision within the same 48 hours. Yes, thank you.
My name is Munene Kahiro, Chairman KRP, that is Kenya Reform Party. We also strongly feel that the source sacred document called the agreement has not been made public to the political parties that signed it. It is now imperative that the contents of the documents should be disclosed so that the parties make a very informed decision. Because we all agreed we are in Azimio party, as political parties, we called our respective NDCs and endorsed whom to support as the presidential candidate. So in that spirit also, whatever we signed for should be made public to us, and we should go through it, and if possible amend the clauses that we feel are not justified to be placed within the particular clauses. For example, the people that are supposed to make decisions, the 11 people, so-called people to make a decision on behalf of the parties, this legged stool of 3 has not incorporated the parties present here, and we feel we are left out. So what happens is that we also make known that we are the fourth leg of the stool, and we are there to support Azimio, but our interests should be taken care of.
Maybe I can say something. In the meeting of the political parties gathered here, a unanimous decision was taken that we have now formed Mwanzo Mpya caucus. And we therefore wish that this caucus is inscribed in the coalition party agreement, so that there are 4 caucuses. Initially, this was a caucus that was recognized, because even at KICC, during negotiations with the president, the former prime minister, and others, this caucus was, even information was allowed 2 representatives in the apex body of Azimio. So at least today we have now firmed up in terms of making that firm decision of Mwanzo Mpya caucus. We are cognizant of the fact that before other people who are now asking to be at the front seat of Azimio, when some people had doubts about Azimio, we sacrificed to be founding partners within Azimio, and some of us actually gave up our presidential ambitions because we believed Raila, given his history, was the candidate to be supported. And we worked reasonably hard throughout the various parts of the country to popularize both Azimio and Raila's candidature. So in our meeting, we felt that we can't be wished away because of our work initially and our continuing work even up to today. Yes, some people call us small parties, but one important aspect to bear in mind is you never know which party is small and which party is big until after the elections, when you see the results. And we are confident that the parties in Mwanzo Mpya will make a mark this year in the elections. So we still reiterate that we supported Raila as a matter of principle. We supported him even without demanding positions, as some of the people are, because what was important for us initially was we wanted the manifestos all for us. It was not like we were asking Raila for this position or that position. That was secondary. And that is therefore, in terms of Mwanzo Mpya caucus, we feel that we deserve a choice place in Azimio, and that is why we are talking about a table of 4 legs. And if some people are stuck on stools, it can also be a stool of 4 legs, because we need to modernize our thinking in terms of where we come from culturally. Finally, as has been stated, all these parties here have candidates, because the 26th of March was the month for people to say which parties they will belong to for purposes of the elections of August. Therefore, in law, the candidates that we have attracted have a right to be in the ballot in August 2022. We cannot tell them that they cannot be. They have paid. They are within our parties, and we cannot tell them now at this juncture to get out. So we know that in some instances we may have to negotiate so that we don't lose a seat because of Azimio candidates crowding each other. But in such few circumstances, all the participating parties must reach a consensus. We don't want that decision taken outside the consensus of the participating parties. Thank you.
That's good. Good. Asanteni sana. Question.